In this video, we'll demonstrate how the reflectivity of the subject affects exposure. And then the last thing I want to talk about is reflectivity. And this isn't having to do so much with the lights, but it has to do with what the lights are hitting, which is just as important as the lights. And that's something I think it's good to think about and keep in mind. When we were talking about brightness, we were talking about, if you're seeing out the window and it's too bright out there, what can you do? You can, you can light the foreground really bright. You can tint down the windows. Well, you could also, park a truck out there that's not so bright, or bring some trees in and put them in there, or angle the camera differently so you're seeing something darker, right? So the set, manipulating the set or the location has a huge impact on, the exposure and the contrast in the scene and everything, right? The set and the lights are interwoven. You can't separate them. They're two halves of a whole. And so you think about them together. And so, if you're lighting a person, the color of their clothing, the brightness of their clothing, the color of their hair or lack of hair sometimes, their skin tone, all those things might affect your lighting, because it's going to be different. A really dark wardrobe is going to suck the light up. If somebody's wearing white or something reflective, that's going to be very different. And then, the reflective quality of different materials. You can look at Michael's shirt here, and it's pretty dark. It's kind of eating the light up there, so it's not very bright. You look at the, I don't know if you can see that waveform up there, but there's a lot of yellow line down at the bottom. That shows darkness. There's a lot of darkness in this frame. And a lot of that's from his shirt. If I zoom in on his shirt, look, almost all of it's down in the mud. If you don't know what a waveform is and you missed it, that's basically a brightness scale, those yellow lines over there. So, you get something that's dark and it's going to be a lot of stuff down in the low brightness range. But you get over, to something like that piece of metal back there, and if you, you hit that with a light, you get it to where it's actually reflecting the light back, you're going to have this like nuclear brightness, right? So the same thing, if I stand there with my black shirt, you're not going to get much at all. And you look at the waveform drop down to nothing, that big hole in the middle of it, and then you stand here and it's like shoots through, then you can just see it with your eyes, the difference in brightness. So the only difference is, it's the same light, the only difference is that my shirt's not very reflective, and this thing is like a mirror. And there's everywhere in between, this a light colored piece of material or something would be, in between. So all these different kinds of material and objects have different reflective qualities. And so, there's kind of an interplay between the subject's reflectivity and how you're lighting it. Here's another idea is having to do with reflectivity is you can use it as kind of a light source. So let's kill this thing. So now he doesn't really have any fill light. He's got a lot of shadow on the side of his face. So I can take a white card and bounce, forgetting the fact that you're seeing it in the camera, but just to get the point across. See, there's a fill light. There's no light instrument. The card is the light. So I'm using the reflectivity of the object as a light source. And that can be part of the set. You can put them next to a white wall. Or you can light, you can use reflectors to light. You can take there's all kinds of reflectors made specifically for that. There's these things, these flex fill things that they make, that fold up and carry them around. So when you're outside or whatever and you really need some extra light or something, you can pop that out and, they're pretty reflective, and give you, you can see it hitting the background, you can see it hitting his face. Click on the next video to continue. New videos drop every couple of days. If you like what you see, like and follow us on our social media channels. And everything is downloadable for free on our website, ruchiproductions.com.